The flipped class requires us to fundamentally rethink two important aspects of education: space and time.
So let's talk a little bit about space. If you think about the way classrooms have been set up traditionally, they had a chalkboard in the front of the classroom. Then those chalkboards became whiteboards, and then those whiteboards became overhead projectors, which then turned into LCD projectors that we hung on the ceiling. But really, the classroom in all of those situations is a presentation station. It's not a center of learning. When we rethink the space of the classroom, we're reorienting how the classroom is used, where the front of the classroom is or where the front of the classroom isn't.
All you have to really do is rethink where you're going to put tables and chairs. But then that begs a very interesting question. Now, what do you do with the extra time you're going to have in a flipped classroom with the kids?
The short answer is we don't know what the best use of your face-to-face class time is, but what we want to encourage you to do is to think about ways you can get your students engaged in some of the higher order thinking, the higher tiers of Bloom's taxonomy, the analysis and application and evaluation and creation components, all within the context of the content that they've already learned before they come to class in better ways with an expert in the room, a content area expert and a learning expert, and that expert is you.
This probably sounds familiar. Project-based learning, PBL, universal design for learning, inquiry learning. These learning pedagogies fit greatly in a flipped learning environment.
In short, a flipped classroom is a way for teachers to transition into the role of facilitator, becoming that guide on the side. We really see the flipped classroom as a transitional tool for educators to move away from being the center of attention in the classroom and move that attention onto students and onto the learning that's happening in those classrooms.